This is Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, and we have a crowd of more than 79,000 to see the last two SEC champions, fourth-ranked Auburn and LSU. Auburn, fourth-ranked in the country. They are 4-0, 4 straight games at home against LSU, coming off a 3-game road trip, the longest in 3 decades. John Janan kicking off. Alexander Wright bringing it back for Auburn, gets it out to the 27, 28-yard line.
Big test here, Mike, for Reggie Slack. He's leading the conference in passing, but he's not played against a team like LSU yet this year. It's going to be tough on him in the first quarter. What happens right here could determine the outcome of this game and the confidence that he'll have going forward.
Slack, the quarterback, with James Joseph and Vincent Harris as his running backs. Stacey Danley, the tailback, 23, Harris, the fullback, 21. And Slack to throw on first down. Sideline for Alexander Wright, incomplete. Covered over there by Jimmy Young, the left corner.
Plenty of time for Reggie on that play, but that ball good 5 feet over the head of the receiver. Extremely important that Reggie Slack, I believe, even though he's leading the conference in passing, he's played very weak opposition. Kansas and Kentucky probably the best of the teams that they have played. He's not been tested. He needs to get off well.
He is number 4 in the nation in passing efficiency. Pat Dye said he is the best talent he has ever been around. But he needs to be proven. Dumps off the pass, the screen pass to Danley. Danley across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Brought down by Ron Sancho and Verge Osbury, number 98, the leading tackler.
Sancho, defensive end or a linebacker, depending on your terminology. Look how deep he gets on this, and yet he'll be able to react to this short pass extremely well and hold it to short yardage. Had his back to the play, picked it up as soon as he turned around, and was able to come in and make the tackle. They need great play from their underneath people, LSU does, in order to have a chance in this game.
And a holding call will go against the LSU defense. And it's a first down at the 42. Slack leads them out. Danley playing tailback. You'll also see James Joseph and Henry Love. Joseph hasn't been playing because of a hamstring problem. Slack to throw again. This one is deep, and he's got Wright out there, but underthrows. He's intercepted by Jimmy Young. The secondary has been a problem for LSU, but not that time.
SEC fans, gear up and support your favorite SEC school at Fanatics.com. The largest assortment of officially licensed SEC fan gear anywhere. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure, and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock-bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
College is exciting. Finding a way to pay for it shouldn't get you down. At Credible.com, we've helped tens of thousands of people find great rates on their student loans from lenders you can trust. In 3 minutes, get actual pre-qualified rates from multiple lenders. Checking rates doesn't impact your credit score, and we never sell your data. Don't get ripped off on your student loans. Let's focus on your future, not your debt.
Visit Credible.com and in 3 minutes, see how much you could save.
Knowledge is gangster.
Hey guy. Hi there. Welcome to HIMS.
Should have done it years ago, and I feel like the young stud that I always imagined I was.
Outstanding product. Works above and beyond our expectations.
This has been a life changer, even in just a few weeks.
Featured in GQ, Playboy, and Men's Health. Find out what all the buzz is about.
Go to forhims.com/ed and get started with a free online visit while supplies last.
Give us the rivalry, the clean shave and the short porch, the beards and the green monster. Give us the catch and the pinstripes, the bloody sock and the pine tar helmets. Give us the Red Sox and the Yankees. Give us Sunday Night Baseball, Sunday at 7 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
There's a line drive to left. This game is tied. Come on. Come on. Go in. Come on. Go in. Yes. Yes.
And we're back to MLB opening day here.
We have already had a turnover in this one in the first minute as Reggie Slack intercepted by Jimmy Young of the LSU secondaries, the starting left corner.
And in that first series, the first offensive series for Auburn, Slack threw incomplete and then attempted this pass. Jimmy Young, very intelligent transfer, as Mike said, from SMU. Nice play and a great turnover for LSU.
Hodgson under pressure, throws for Halliburton, and he can't hold it. A little bit behind him, but Hodgson pressured out of the pocket, stepped up and threw. And Hodgson, of course, was chased all over the place last week against the University of Florida and has had 2 up-and-down ball games in his first 4.
Mike Tommy was way down last week, worst game of his career, but that was a play they wanted to get off on Auburn's defense against a 2-deep zone. They sent that tight end deep. We'll see that again. It was open.
3rd and 8 for LSU after the interception, and Hodgson will go to the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set, and Hodgson back to throw. Plenty of time. Dumps it over the middle and incomplete. Intended for Fuller coming out of the backfield. Closest man to it was linebacker Smokey Hodge, 56.
Key in this game, number 74, Auburn defensive lineman Tracy Rocker. And look at the job that Packnet does on Rocker, and look at how Hodgson just moves to the right, away from that play, and Rocker doesn't even get close to him.
Rene Bourgeois is on to punt, and Freddie Wagan, averaging 4.5 yards a return, is waiting at his own 36. Bourgeois injured a couple of fingers against Ohio State, dislocated. Wagan with a fair catch after a pretty good kick. Takes it at the 33-yard line. A punt of 45, no return on the fair catch. We are scoreless in the first quarter from Baton Rouge.
Laser X, the #1 home laser tag game on the planet. And now, the all-new Revolution Blaster has the most advanced lighting effects ever. Join Team Red, Blue, or whatever color you choose. Just dial up any color and you're ready to blast anyone. Team up with your own color or go rogue and blast them all. Laser X Revolution has lighting effects covering the entire blaster. An all-new quick slide reload for fast-paced play. Plus a 300-foot range to hit your mark. That's the length of a football field. And because it's Laser X, Revolution works with all other Laser X gear, inside or out, day or night. With an unlimited number of players, the whole neighborhood can play. You can get the brand new Laser X Revolution double set with the TV exclusive stickers for $49.99. And shipping is free. Batteries not included. Extra blasters sold separately. Must be 18 years or older to order. The original, the ultimate, the Revolution, Laser X.
Give us the rivalry, the clean shave and the short porch, the beards and the green monster. Give us the catch and the pinstripes, the bloody sock and the pine tar helmets. Give us the Red Sox and the Yankees. Give us Sunday Night Baseball, Sunday at 7 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
There's a line drive to left. This game is tied. Come on. Come on. Go in. Come on. Go in. Yes. Yes.
to MLB opening day here.
Attention Medicare recipients. The Inogen One Portable Oxygen Concentrator may now be available at little or no cost to you. Call 800-578-9584 to order yours today. Inogen oxygen concentrators are portable and make oxygen from the air around you. They're light, quiet, and battery operated to go everywhere you go. And we have a full line of portable oxygen units to fit a wide range of budgets. If you're on Medicare, you may even qualify to get your Inogen unit at little or no cost to you. Go back to joining friends for the breakfast special, make spending time with the grandkids easier, or start attending your religious services again. Call Inogen now for a free information kit and a free no-obligation consultation on our complete line of affordable portable oxygen products. And anyone on Medicare or with eligible insurance plans may qualify to get an Inogen One at little or no cost. Call 800-578-9584. That's 800-578-9584.
Mike Patrick, Kevin Kiley, and Chris Fowler with you from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Auburn and LSU have each had the football one time. There is no score. Auburn threw an interception off the arm of Reggie Slack. And they have not run the ball yet. Toss it out in the flat to Greg Taylor. Taylor across the 40 to the 42. Let's take a look at that Auburn offense. The quarterback is Reggie Slack, ranked 4th in the nation in passing efficiency. The running backs, Vincent Harris and Stacy Danley. The wide receivers, superb, Freddie Wagan and Alexander Wright with Lawyer Tillman in reserve. The tight end is Walter Reeves. John Hudson starts at center. The guards, Stacy Dunn and Rodney Garner. The tackles, Jim Thompson and Rob Selby. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. The toss comes to Vincent Harris, the fullback, into LSU territory for the first time. Driven out of bounds at the 47-yard line by Greg Jackson. For LSU's defense, all SEC Darrell Phillips is the nose guard. Juniors Carl Dunbar and Clint James are the ends. The inside linebackers, Ferg Osbury, the leading tackler, and Rudy Harmon on the outside. A pair of excellent linebackers, Ron Sancho and Eric Hill. The secondary has been a problem. Jimmy Young and Mike Mays are the corners. The safeties, senior Jamie Bice and Greg Jackson. First down, Auburn at the LSU 46. Come on, Danley goes to a wing. Slack with time, throws complete to Danley at the 41-yard line. It's brought down by Osbury. Hill was also back there with him.
Problem for LSU has been the short zones. As you can see, they've had 50 completions. Look where the 50 completions is, between 0 and 15 yards on the left, 33 on the right. Look at the deep zones. 16-plus yards, that's depth into the secondary, just 2 completions. That's where Auburn will attack them, in the short zones.
Slack so far 3 out of 5, 18 yards, but he has an interception. 2nd and 5 on this play. Danley on the toss. Got to the 40 and stood straight up. Carl Dunbar, number 63 out of Opelousas, Louisiana, was in on the tackle.
I want you to watch something. Now, LSU doesn't have a lot of great athletes on defense, but watch the flow of their defense with this play. This is a terrific shot. Look at all the yellow hats moving to the sideline, moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the picture when the tackle is made. That's how they play defense at LSU. They use the entire team.
Big hit by Dunbar. Harris, the remaining back, he'll get the toss. Room to run on the right side, very close to the sticks. And where they mark it, he does have a first down at the LSU 36-yard line. And Rudy Harmon, number 58, came up from his linebacker spot to make the stop for the Tigers.
First down. Great lean by Vincent Harris on that play, Mike. How he just kind of put his shoulders down and leaned into the defense. Pat Dye, talking about Reggie Slack yesterday, said he's the best athlete he's ever been exposed to at quarterback. Of course, he had Stabler and Sloan at Alabama when he was an assistant.
Pretty good company. Reggie Slack, sparsely used before this year. Wants to go deep. Throwing again for Wright, and again Wright covered beautifully. Had two LSU defenders right around him. Let's go to the sideline and Chris Fowler.
All right, Mike, I'm down here in the LSU student section. It is one of the wildest sections all of college football, and it's one of the reasons why this is the toughest place for a visiting team in all of college football, as voted by the CFA coaches. Now, Pat Knight told us it's going to be a big test for Reggie Slack. He's never faced anything like this crowd, and if he can earn his stripes in a place like Baton Rouge, he will have arrived as a quarterback, Mike.
Thank you, Chris. Lawyer Tillman is in for the first time as a wide receiver. They switch it to Daniel, coming to the near side. 3 LSU defenders take him down as he crossed the 35. Mike Mays, the cornerback number 24, was the first man in on the stop. What a crew of receivers for Auburn. You've got Wagan, Lawyer Tillman, Alexander Wright, the young man they threw deep to twice, is averaging 27 yards a catch. They've really got some game breakers.
Well, number 85, you see him in your picture. Maybe people have said he's the best athlete in college football, and a lot of people have said he's the best athlete in the SEC. He's been out 2 games and didn't even miss it. we sure do attract the best people, don't we?
Slack has it tipped up in the air, caught his own pass. The 40, the 35. Slack with some good hustle. Gets it down to the 35-yard line. Ron Sancho made the tackle. Clint James was the man who tipped the pass.
Well, when we talked about the crew of receivers, we left Reggie out. We didn't expect he'd be catching his own. Great play by James in the defensive front. For LSU, not bad either. But look at the reaction here by the quarterback. And how about a little running ability? Something you need to be careful with of Reggie Slack. He can run.
Brian Schulman comes on to punt for the first time in this ball game, and Greg Jackson is the deep man. Straight up in the air, trying to kill it inside the 10, and they may get the job done, but it bounces into the end zone. A break for LSU, and they'll start from their own 20 after a 35-yard punt. We're still scoreless in the first quarter.
Tired of using the cup holder for your phone? You can't see it. You have to take it out to use it, and it's a dangerous distraction when you drive. Not anymore. Introducing the Cup Call Phone Mount, a brand new next-generation phone stand that fits right in your vehicle's cup holder, so your phone's always at your fingertips. Just drop it in and twist for a custom fit every time. Then just squeeze the sides to securely lock the phone in place. From jumbo screen mobile devices to smaller flip phones, even pop ring stands, it fits any size phone. The secret is the rubberized holders at the base that with just a twist, contract or expand to lock it in place. Up top, the adjustable holder ratchets down on any size device until the button is pressed to release the phone. Look, we installed Cup Call in this cup holder with 50 pounds chained to the bottom, and amazingly, it lifts it all. Cup Call adjusts up or down and swivels left or right for a precise viewing angle day or night. It even rotates 360 degrees, making it easier to follow your GPS. Plus, the open bottom means easy access for charger cables. And no more big cable messes. They'll stay neat and concealed underneath in the cup. Cup Call is perfect for cars, trucks, boats, RVs, even golf carts. Other holders require you to find the right cup size to fit. Then what do you do with the rest? Cup Call works with any cup holder. Just drop it in and twist, then squeeze for a secure tight fit. Get Cup Call today for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you absolutely free. But wait, go right now and you can double the offer. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of Air Police 4 non-medical masks with 4 layers of protection, plus a customizable nose piece for a secure fit. Just pay separate fee. This is a TV-only offer that is not available on Amazon. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-573-8301. That's 1-800-573-8301. Or visit getcupcall.com. So call 1-800-573-8301. Order now.
Are you stuck with a low credit score, causing you to be denied credit? Then do what Terrence did, and all it takes is one call to get started.
My score wasn't where I needed it to be. I called and spoke with one of the representatives, and we just had a good conversation, and I liked what he was saying.
Don't let a low credit score hold you back.
I'm seeing the deletions, and I'm getting the report, so I know something's being done.
And make the call for your free credit evaluation.
Call 1-800-835-0575. That's 1-800-835-0575.
There's a line drive to left. This game is tied. Come on. Come on. Go in. Come on. Go in. Yes. Yes.
And we're back to MLB opening day here.
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Did you possibly switch chairs with me?
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good luck finding your chair, LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
.8:42 to go first quarter. LSU takes over at its own 20-yard line in the scoreless ball game. Jay Egloff, number 36, in at fullback for Auburn. Fake to him, the toss to Fuller was behind him. And right on top of him anyway was John Wiley, the right corner. And Hodson now 0 for 3 after a 7 for 19 performance against the University of Florida a week ago. And this guy's strong suit, or his long suit rather, is accuracy.
Yeah, but you remember that pass he threw down the field to the tight end? That was right on the money, and the ball was dropped. He had a couple dropped last week, too. He had 3 caught by the other team, and that's the first time in his career he's thrown 3 interceptions.
And he's working with virtually a new set of receivers, and it looked like Packnett moved on the right side of the LSU line on that play.
They were going to go on a quick count. One of the reasons they would do that is because I really believe that the athletes, is going to call offsides on LSU, the athletes on the Auburn defensive front are better than the LSU people, and they're going to have to use every trick in the book, like passing on first down, a little bit of play action, try to keep those guys off balance.
Guys up front for Auburn may be better than anybody.
Yeah, they've got 3 top NFL picks there. I don't know if number 1s, but certainly 1, 2, 3, third round maybe.
That's Rocker, Rowland, and Stallworth, all the inside people. 2nd and 15 for Hodson and LSU. Fuller goes in motion. Hodson has had pretty good pass protection. That's tipped up in the air. And maybe for the first time in the history of college football, 2 quarterbacks have caught their own passes in the first half. And Brian Smith tipped out.
Hodson should never have caught this ball. He should, as soon as he got his hand on it, he should have driven it to the ground. Okay, the inside pocket cannot break down for LSU or they're going to have a problem there. You can see how the big paw up in the air. Now watch Hodson. Should have thrown that ball on the ground. Rocker was right on him.
That's Hodson's first completion. And as you might expect, he lost 5 yards on it. It's 3rd and 20. That's right. Good protection again. Now Hodson steps up, had plenty of room to run. Instead, throws it over the middle, incomplete to the 32-yard line. That will be a first down for LSU. Lee made the catch, the starting split end out of Beaumont, Texas, who has 24 grabs coming into this game.
Alvin Lee, the leading receiver for LSU, averaging 13 yards a catch, but Hodson makes the play. Hodson running around waiting for Lee to clear. You saw him come right into the center of your picture. It was Hodson's ability to move around that made that play.
Fuller on the toss. Takes a shot as he got to the 35-yard line. Greg Staples, who transferred after playing at Alabama State, really laid it to him.
They could have probably heard that hit all the way down to Alabama State. Fuller is 5th in the conference in rushing. Hodson is not among the leaders in passing, which is, since he was a Heisman candidate, you would think. And as I said earlier in the broadcast, Reggie Slack is leading the SEC in passing. But this is a new day today. You've got a much tougher team on the road, and we'll see what his statistics are after the game. If he comes through, he belongs at the top.
2nd and 7. Fuller again. Straight up the middle. And waiting for him was Smokey Hodge, number 56. Tracy Rocker also got a hand on him. There's Rocker, 74.
And the guy next to him, Benji Rowland, number 96. We have 2 of the best nose guards in the country, and Phillips and Rowland here. Look how he just keeps his leverage. He doesn't make a hole, he clogs a hole. There's no place to run. Auburn's defense able to rally around him. That's pretty good nose guard play there.
3rd and 7. And that is what Auburn has been able to do to its opponents. They have played Kentucky, Kansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina, 4 teams that are really not going to strike fear in your heart. And they see this as their test. Hodson dumps it over the middle to Fuller. He'll be shy of the first down as he gets to his own 41-yard line and wrapped up there, and will bring up a punting situation for LSU. Smokey Hodge again in on the tackle, 56.
It's a terrific play by Smokey Hodge in the open field making that tackle.
Matt Dye on the sideline as Bourgeois comes on to punt, and Freddie Wagan will go deep again inside his own 20. Auburn showed a 9-man front and then dropped out of it. Bourgeois pretty punt this time. Wagan signals for a fair catch. Makes it at the 20-yard line. So it's been a defensive battle with 5:17 to go in the first quarter.
The Sleep Number 360 smart bed is on sale now.
Can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both comfortable. It's our weekend special. Save up to $500 in select Sleep Number 360 smart beds, plus 0% interest for 48 months on all smart beds. Ends Monday.
When you've got auto glass damage, Safe Light can come to you.
And you'll get a text when we're on our way. Just leave your keys on the dash, and we'll replace your windshield with safe, no-contact service. Schedule at safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-619-6261. That's 800-619-6261.
Porch. The Beards and the Green Monster. Give us the catch and the pinstripes. The bloody sock and the pine tar helmets. Give us the Red Sox and the Yankees. Give us Sunday Night Baseball, Sunday at 7 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
Anyway, that's the control room. A lot of chaos there, but it all looks good when it comes out on the show, actually, thanks to those people. Then over here in the digital center is our highlight screening area. So that's where we get all the games that are played that night, down in a 90-second or 2-minute clips or whatever you're going to see on SportsCenter right now. This hallway, it runs between, both rooms. If you want to get from the control room to the screening, then this is the hallway you'd take. Questions or anything? I can answer whatever you want about the place. Nothing?
Tonight at home, LSU has averaged starting at its own 20-yard line. Right now, they'll start from their own 8. Auburn has won the battle of field position, but the score is 0-0. Hodson changing the play. Fuller across the 10 to the 12, give them a little breathing room. Smokey Hodge and Tracy Rocker, 74, now getting up off the bottom of the pile. Of course, this offense does not have Harvey Williams, brilliant running back out of Texas, injured in the late last year. Kevin has not been able to come back.
He's healthy physically, but he just cannot play in a scrimmage. He mentally cannot, and that's pretty normal. That happens to a lot of players. He's just afraid to do the things he used to be able to do, but physically he is capable.
You saw the change in the rushing statistics. Hodson fumbles the snap from center, drops on it to 9. So Hodson has had a couple of exchange problems tonight. One on a fumble, another where he took the snap and fell down.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous. Now, LSU has only lost 2 fumbles this year. This thing just never got to Hodson, where he pulled his hands out too early. He was lucky that there wasn't penetration. That was supposed to be a wide play. I think the Auburn people were hitting and getting outside. It's a good thing they weren't coming straight up.
LSU has only converted 1 time on third down situations. They've had 6. See if Hodson throws, and he's back to do just that. Under pressure, guns over the middle, tip, incomplete, intended for Halliburton, and it was tipped that time by Quentin Riggins, the leading tackler. He got a hand on it.
Again, good job by Auburn's defense. Here comes Ogletree on the outside. 6'2", 226, but Hodson again so aware that he's going to get hit. He's getting rid of the ball. Ball got tipped, no completion, but a good job really by both, the pressure and Hodson getting rid of it.
Bourgeois will have to punt from his own end zone, and Weygand standing near the 50. LSU has not been in Auburn territory tonight. Nice kick by Bourgeois. Weygand driven back to his own 44, trying to get to the outside, got a great block in the corner, and he's still going to lose 10 yards. That's just brilliant kick coverage. Darrell Williams, number 32, down on special teams and made the big tackle.
Darrell Williams is a freshman redshirt. He was a fullback, had been pressed into service earlier because they had so many injuries. Look at the job he does. Now, Weygand did the same thing on the punt, the last punt. He turned his back and gave ground to get ground. Normally, you don't do that because that's the reason. You'll lose yardage.
Darrell Williams, Harvey's brother, great bloodlines. And Slack will go back to work with Joseph, the tailback, still on his feet. Won't make the 40-yard line. Smack down there, and LSU's defense really hustling.
It's a team defense. Mickey Joseph pulled a hamstring last week in pregame warm-ups. He did not play against North Carolina. They didn't need it. They say he... James Joseph, excuse me. Mickey's the backup quarterback for Nebraska.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's quick, too.
Clock running down toward 5 minutes, 2nd and 4 Auburn in the scoreless first half from Baton Rouge. Joseph. Very near a first down. Looks like he'll be about a half a yard short at his own 43-yard line. Harmon and Sancho made the tackle for LSU.
Ron Sancho, 52. He's proving that you don't have to have a pretty body to play great defense. Great hands, the ability to get people off him and keep his feet. And kids, if you're home playing defense, well, if you play defense and you're sitting home and watching this, keep your feet. Because if you're standing on your feet, you can do a lot more things than you can on your knees. That's basic.
30-yard full house backfield. Harris, the first man through, first down to the 47-yard line. Vincent Harris, the junior out of Birmingham, is low, 229 pounds. And he was the up man in that full house set.
4:17 to go in the half. I think it's time to talk about LSU's depth. There isn't a whole lot of it. They got murdered last week against Florida, 100 degrees. They have basically one backup for the defensive line, one backup at outside linebacker, one backup at inside linebacker. These guys play the whole game, and late in the half and late in the game, it could be a problem for LSU.
Auburn has dominated offensively, but have been unable to score against a swarming LSU defense. Harris out of the backfield makes the catch. Gets down to the LSU 46-yard line. Jackson and Osbury get on the tackle. Mike Archer said he thought if he could get through this season without having some injuries, and of course injuries impact so much on a thin football team, that he would have a lot of depth next year because he's got so many players coming back.
Have good young people too, but they're young and inexperienced.
2nd and 3. Auburn being a little more conservative on this drive. Harris, again, diving for the first down sticks. He has to reach the LSU 43-yard line, and the flag is down late, and they throw it at the feet of Clint James, the defensive tackle. Excuse me, the defensive end.
Rodney Garner, number 76 for Auburn, was involved in this. I don't know whether the flag was called on him or he was talking to an LSU player who did something to him after the whistle.
James
Player's over, personal foul, personal team. It'll be a 1st and 10.
James was shaking his head as soon as they threw the flag, and he's really upset as he comes off the field. And that's a big play in a 0-0 defensive struggle to get a 15-yard penalty after the play is over. It moves it to the LSU 28.
I think Auburn has done here, look out for play-action pass here. They've established the inside running game. They threw to Harris before just a little while ago on play-action. It'll work here.
Mark Poutine, 95, is in for James at that defensive end spot. Joseph, here comes the reverse. Right. Great block by the quarterback, Slack. And Wright gets inside the 30. And Hill may be hurt. The outstanding linebacker for LSU chasing the play, and Reggie Slack just stood in there and belted him.
Reggie Slack is linebacker size, 6'2", 211 pounds. They ran this thing twice last week for touchdowns. And this is just a good play to run, but now LSU was there. Look at Slack on Hill. He got him, looked like a hip pointer type of injury right in the hip. But the LSU defense all over the place. Mike Mays makes the tackle. Here's that block again on Hill. He keeps his feet, but it looked like he got his helmet right in on that upper pelvis bone right there. That thing, there's a little pointed thing there, a hip pointer.
Well, if you're a 256-pound linebacker chasing somebody on a reverse, the last thing you're expecting is the quarterback to flatten you.
You'd love to see the quarterback standing there.
Well, he never saw it. 2nd and 10. Harris on the toss. Cut off. Comes back to the near side, inside the 25. Osbury on the stop.
I think Mike Mays play. Here goes Hill back in the game. I think Mike Mays play on that. I kind of got lost. I didn't really do a great job on that. Mike Mays was sitting out there after Hill got blocked. That thing's going for a touchdown if he doesn't make the tackle.
Hill is back in the ballgame. Mike Hebert, 45, goes off after Hill got a little bit of a breather. 3rd and 5 with a minute 56 and counting. Scoreless first half. Harris on the toss again. Hill was out there and then got a lot of help. Osbury got there. Mays got there.
Well, that was a great play by Eric Hill. Watch Eric Hill take it right in the nose on a block. Left side of your screen. Watch 54. Boom. Double team. Now watch him make the tackle. Oh, that's just great defense. Look at all the orange, yellow, whatever color his hat's out there. That's great team defense.
Win Lyle, who's made 3 out of 4 field goals, is on to try a 41-yarder, trying to break a scoreless tie. And he's got it. So Auburn finally gets on the board, a team averaging 40 points and 500 yards of offense a game, makes it 3-0 over LSU.
Still driving the old model, huh?
I've been looking, but I just need someone to tell me what a good price is.
Just use Auto Trader. It's the only one with Kelley Blue Book. It tells you if the price is good.
Let's remember this time where none of us felt secure and fight for a future where everyone can. Because when the world seems like it's standing still, that's the perfect time for us to change it.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there, and they never tasted this good.
A lot of internet providers say they're great, but only Cox Internet is #1 for streaming video according to Nielsen data. Families can stream their favorite shows, chat over video, and watch live casts. From your man cave to your she den and every room in between. With panoramic Wi-Fi, you're covered. Stream, chat, and stay connected with Cox Internet, #1 for streaming video.
You did this and this for less. With store-wide Labor Day savings and free delivery, the Home Depot is making doing even more affordable. So the only question now is, what could you do next? The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or aircraft. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside every Marine. Battles won.
At Emirates, we are proud that our promise is to provide a better flying experience to all our customers.
But today, fly better does not just mean showers and bars above the clouds, as well as wonderful in-flight service.
As routes slowly open up and our fleet takes to the skies again, our #1 priority is the safety of both our customers and staff.
And to make sure that every precaution is taken when we fly you back to your loved ones or on your well-deserved vacation. Fly Emirates, fly better.
Torn on who to choose for your Madden team? The spokes player got you. Introducing CD Lamb. He's all business all the time.
As you can see here, business is booming.
Translation, his numbers are off the charts.
You know that sports bet you made that's your go-to story you tell over a beer? You know that story? This show is about that story. Insane bets? Get out of here. Fascinating people? So how much did you bet?
It was crazy.
Wait a minute. I have a variety of questions. The thrill of victory. The sting of defeat. These are the stories of big winners and big losers. These are better days.
We are in it for the playoffs. In it for the legends, Bird, Candace, and the GOAT. And for the next up, Crystal, Asia, and Fee.
Really been a tough night for Tom Hodson.
Well, that's the Auburn defense you're looking at. A sack, a block pass, 12 pressures, 3 drop pass, and 4 knockdowns. But how about Hodson's statistics? He's 7 for 15, and he's only been sacked once. Now, that's a brilliant performance under that kind of pressure.
Sure is. And the first sack against the LSU quarterback in 8 games. 3rd and 10 here. They'll be coming again. Hodson had some time and throws for Halliburton. It'll be a first down to the LSU 35. Halliburton wrapped up by John Wiley, the corner, and Steve Brown, one of the inside linebackers. But for the first time in about a quarter, he was able to throw without somebody draped all over him.
And here's why. Here's Fuller. Now they keep max protection here. He's got Smith. He does a good job. Hodson's still running for his life, but Halliburton got clear and he got far enough on the linebacker. Now Steve Brown, watch Steve Brown. This is why they're throwing to the tight end. See, you got a linebacker chasing him, and he loses him. He looks in the wrong direction. That's Alvin Mitchell, excuse me. And then the catch. Nice throw by Hodson.
Hodson, a little play action once again with time to throw. Can't find anybody, then does. Moss to the 45, driven back. If they mark his forward progress, it will be another LSU first down. And if my memory serves correct, that's the first time they've had back-to-back first downs in the ballgame.
I think you're right. What's the difference? Play action on first down, and they weren't back in their own territory, backed up to the goal line. If you're playing defense, there's a lot of difference. You can take a chance when the team's on their own 10. When they get up around the 35 or 40 with a first down, you've got to respect play action. That opened up the secondary for the pass to be completed.
They did not give him his forward progress, so it's 2nd and 1, and this might be interesting to see if they can get the throw to Moss. 50, still on his feet at the 45. Moss to the Auburn 33-yard line. Greg Staples made the tackle. It's the first time they have crossed midfield in the game.
And I'll tell you where he threw this pass. Watch where he throws this pass. You think it's easy? He's going to lead Moss by a step, and Moss, as well as the other receiver, look at this pass. Leads him up the field. He's a former tailback. All of their wide receivers are. Now watch him. Here's the tailback in him. Woo! He thinks it's a sprint draw. Down to the 30-yard line, inside the 35. Alvin Lee, another former tailback. Good night. And down the road, LSU on the move.
Here comes the end around. Another great block. Moss still on his feet, chased out of bounds after a gain of 2.
Greg Ogletree, the recipient of that beauty. And it was Halliburton. Yeah. You beat up on me all night. Watch 94 in white. Oh, I can remember. Look at Halliburton. He couldn't wait. I mean, he lost his footing. Look at this. Oh, a helmet and a chin shot. Halliburton, this thing's like they drew it up. Then Moss down the road. He didn't get much yardage, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of satisfaction in that play.
Halliburton says, let's run that baby again. Time for Hodson, batted down. Right in his face was Benji rolling the nose guard.
He wanted to go to Halliburton again. Halliburton ran a little pattern. The problem is Halliburton's not real quick, and it's taking him a long time to get loose, and that's just killing Hodson.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 with 6:19 to go, 3rd quarter. And the crowd finally back in at the 4th largest crowd in LSU history. More than 79,000 finally seeing a little offense from their ball club. Williams in as the tight end. He goes over the left side. Hodson with time. Now he's in trouble.
get him the ball, and as he was coming back or turning around to run deep again, Cheatham grabbed his shirt. And that's the difference. That's the difference in this play right here. That could have been a touchdown.
The officials conferring. Here's the call.
Got defensive holding on the pass.
They don't call him Tyke for nothing. This guy's 5'11", 166 pounds. So watch what happens. He's not clear. And now he tries to come back. But watch him beat him. He's beating him right there. And Cheatham is cheating. And that's why the ball was too far. Watch, the ball's overthrown. That's great camera work, guys. And just a terrific job by Tolbert turning around and trying to go deep on the defense.
And two officials threw flags on that play.
Well, if I could see it from up here, I would hope that they could see.
1st and 10 from the Auburn 23. Watkins on the toss. And another big play by Brian Smith, number 90. You talk about the inside people on Auburn's defense, rocker, rolling, and stalwart. We've seen Ogletree and Smith make great plays. That's a terrific front four.
I'll tell you, you make a good point. You know why? Because when you've got three guys sitting in there and you're a linebacker, you sit on the outside plays because you know they're going to close it off inside. I mean, you don't overcommit, but what you do is you know your inside is taken care of. The LSU's in trouble here. They cannot run the ball on this team. There's no way they're going to run at it. They've got to do some kind of misdirection, or they've got to go back to that short passing game. They're running out of field.
They're already within David Browndyke's field goal range. That could tie it up. Hodgson sidearms this one in there, incomplete, intended for Moss. And broken up by Smokey Hodge.
He's got a real problem here, Mike, because there's not enough field to go deep. He doesn't have the time to go deep, so the defense is going to sit on the short pass. Now watch this. This thing is never open. The official could have caught it. He's about the only one.
3rd and 10 for LSU.
Got to think tight end again. And Halliburton's had the most success, but if they could just get it back out of the backfield, some kind of circle pattern, maybe the fullback, they've got him all set here.
Hodgson, 10 out of 20, 96. They throw to Fuller in the flat. Nothing doing. He'll lose a couple up from the corner. John Riley. There is a flag down. If it's against LSU, this would be interesting because of the field goal distance, and it is against LSU.
You know, I think it is. I think it's Victor Jones, the fullback, blocked before the pass was caught. He was out there running interference before they completed that pass out there. It was meant to be like a screen.
During the run, we have clipping on the offensive lineman.
Okay, let's take a look. Here it is. Ruffin Rodriguez, not Victor Jones, it's Ruffin Rodriguez. They're going to call a clip on that. That's a tough call because that brings him way back.
Spots it all the way back at the 40-yard line. It remains 3rd down, but 27 to go now. They've got a chance to get back inside of field goal territory, but they'll need at least 15 on this one. Hodgson in a lot of trouble just unloads, and it's almost intercepted. Alvin Lee knocked it away from Quentin Rigas.
Okay, that's nobody's fault. That's just great defense by Auburn. They did a nice job. They force him out of the pocket. As soon as they get him running to the sideline, Mike, he's got half the field, so here comes the defense. Guys with their hands up. That was Benji Rowland, I think, and now there's just no chance. No chance for LSU. That's an interesting call here. What do? Do you punt this ball?
I think they'll try to kick it out of bounds or down it inside the 5.
I'd be looking for a fake, well, I guess not, 4th and 20.
It's Brian Griffith, their pooch punter. He'll aim for the near sideline. Got a chance, and it just went into the end zone. He missed it by 2 feet. Mike Hebert was the linebacker down there at the goal line, but he couldn't get to it. 4:57 left, 3rd quarter. Auburn hanging on over LSU.
Introducing Wendy's new Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Nothing will distract you from the pretzel bun and beer cheese. Not even all the comments on the pic you posted of your pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger. Download the app to order ahead and get Wendy's rewards. You know how these things start. You try Wendy's buy one, get one $4 breakfast offer. Love it and tell a friend. Then they tell a friend, and so on, and so on, and so on. So get to Wendy's and get some breakfast.
Let's remember this time where none of us felt secure and fight for a future where everyone can. Because when the world seems like it's standing still, that's the perfect time for us to change it.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way.
On to slide 236, which covers line 45. We were at 62%.
All right, movie time. Chris, can you go get snacks? Sam, turn the heat up. Turn up the heat. Chris, can you go get Dad? Sam, get the lights. Dim lights. Sam, find us a movie.
I'll get him, Mom. Boss baby.
Sam, can you let the dog in, please? Yeah, thank you.
Now you can control your lights, thermostat, and more with your voice. Learn more about home life at cox.com/learn.
You did this and this for less. With store-wide Labor Day savings and free delivery, the Home Depot is making do it even more affordable. So the only question now is, what could you do next? The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
No one knows where it comes from. It's the fighting spirit. Ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. As long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Phillips One Blade, your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better.
Auburn's football, 4:57 to go, third quarter. They're up 3-0. And they'll start from their own 20-yard line in a titanic defensive struggle. Slack with a fake. Hill right in his face. Got away. What a great move by Slack. And out to the 30-yard line, may have a first down. They had him dead to rights twice for a 10-yard loss, and somehow he escaped.
The finest athlete Pat Dye has ever seen at quarterback. Maybe not the best quarterback yet, but the finest athlete. Why? Look at Hill. They have this guy dead to rights right here, and now you don't need me for this. They recruited him as a running back defensive end. They never even thought of him as a quarterback, and in high school he completed 42 of 60 passes his senior year.
It's a great thing they thought of it. Harris does not get back to the line of scrimmage, and right in his face, Carl Dunbar and Darrell Phillips.
And I've got those stats here somewhere. I want to talk about that. He had 9 passes dropped, completed 42 of 60, and had 9 dropped in his senior year. Reggie Slack.
But 60 is almost nothing to attract, college scouts as far as being a quarterback.
59 touchdowns. Yeah. So it attracted somebody.
2nd and 9. 4-man rush and time for Slack. Far side for Wagan, and overthrew him again. Coverage by Jimmy Young, who's had a fine game in the LSU secondary.
Before I forget, I'd like to say hi to Tommy Phillips, 15-year-old high school football player from Hawthorne, New Jersey, from Hawthorne High School. Had an accident earlier in the season, injured pretty badly. Tommy, we're thinking about you and hope you get well soon.
Reggie Slack, 11 out of 24, 2 interceptions, only 90 yards. He has rushed the ball twice for 21 yards and faces a big 3rd and 9 here. Slack fumbled the snap, got it back. Phillips chasing him. Throws complete, but it's short of the first down. Hit Taylor, but Taylor went out of bounds shy of the 40. Greg Jackson was with him. And they'll have to send on the punting team. You've got to run that pattern to the stick and not short of it.
As you do, but a lot of times where the defense sits on you makes you break it off, and also your quarterback situation. That was another nice pass by Slack.
Young and Jackson go deep for Schulman's punt. Young at the 19 and got it back to the 22. 42-yard kick, 2-yard return for Jimmy Young, the defensive back. There is a penalty flag down. We'll check it out for you. Remember, coming up after our ball game, we'll be going out to Jack Murphy Stadium for that WAC game between San Diego State and Wyoming. The Cowboys 16th this week. Bob Carpenter and Tim Reitman standing by to call that game for you.
We have holding on the receiving team after the run back. After the man caught the punt, holding on the receiving team, it'll still be 1st and 10.
Check out some scores for you. UCLA now pulling away from Oregon State. Wake Forest rolling over North Carolina. That is only a third-quarter score, however. NC State wraps it up over East Tennessee State. Minnesota over Northwestern, second-quarter score.
That was 21-0 at one point. That score. LSU killing themselves on penalties tonight. This one sure didn't help.
Backs them up to their own 12. Hodson has Jones and Fuller, or Jones and Watkins behind. Slipped Watkins. Slipped one tackle and got out to the 18.
Is so much quicker. Watkins is so much quicker than Fuller. You can see him. He's not a big guy, 5'9", 176 pounds, but he can get to the line so much quicker. And if he sees a hole, if you're quicker, you get there, you get through it a lot quicker. That's a pretty big down for them. First down, 7 yards. I know at halftime they were averaging just over 2 yards on first down.
Hodson in this quarter, 6 out of 10. 2nd and 4, LSU. Watkins will try it again. Nice cutback and got across the 20 to the 21, trying to follow Ruffin Rodriguez, left guard, and stumbled over him. Smokey Hodge was there to make sure.
Hodge did a good job, but again, Watkins, much quicker decision, able to go up and around a little bit. They need to keep the ball a while, keep that defense fresh.
Sure.
And we talked about last week against Florida. They really got worn out late in the game, and this game is close. They're going to need to be at their best in the fourth quarter.
Watkins comes out. Fuller is back in. Fuller 33 behind Jones 34 on 3rd and a little less than 2. Fuller will go for it and leans forward very close to the first down. He needed to make the 22-yard line, and that's where they'll spot it. Smith and Riggins again on the tackle, along with Ron Stallworth. And it is a first down LSU.
Center for LSU, Todd Coutee, number 60, rolling. We've been talking about him all night. Here they are. Gets him turned, gets him on the ground. Here comes Watkins. Watkins rolling for that first down, literally. Fuller, excuse me.
LSU has not been able to make anything happen on offense. They have been in Auburn territory but once. To the fullback, Victor Jones. Jones, a tough guy to bring down, picks up maybe a yard.
Well, that's tough sledding. They pulled the left tackle there, trying to trap him. Nothing.
A minute 32 to go, third quarter. 4th ranked and undefeated Auburn on top of LSU 3-0. Mike Patrick, Kevin Kiley, and Chris Fowler with you from Death Valley in Baton Rouge. And if LSU loses this game, they are out of the SEC title race. They already have 1 defeat. Auburn, of course, undefeated. Hodson on 2nd and 9. Look out from behind. Tipped up in the air. Incomplete. Almost picked off by Stallworth after Ogletree got him from behind.
Left side of your screen here, you're going to see some more pressure. Hodson's got his back to the pressure. And there it is. Hits it, throws it off the helmet of his own player. This would have been a tough one on the films if he'd have caught that.
Hodson is going to have an A and a U stenciled in his back and chest before this one goes.
That gutty performance from this guy. This is not the same LSU offense of last year when he had time. We know what he can do with protection. The problem is, can he get him in the end zone without it?
yards, 3rd and 9. Four-man rush. Directing traffic. Floats it over the middle, and Fuller let it go. Hodson was telling Fuller where to go to get the pass. He floated it to him, and Fuller turned around expecting someone else to be there.
The hardest thing to do, Mike, when the protection breaks down and the quarterback starts to float, here you got two guys, Fuller probably running the wrong pattern here, and looking for an open spot. The hardest thing to do is when you have your back to the defense, turn around and run into it. Fuller hesitated and it cost him a first down.
Rene Bourgeois. Halliburton cut it inside after the ball was already in the air. Bourgeois, pretty punt to Weigand. Weigand at the 29 has had no success returning punts tonight. Got a great block at the corner. Flag is down. That will be a clip.
It was a nice clip. It was a nice clip.
Yes, it was. It was a devastating clip. Darrell Williams made the tackle. There have been some shots in this game.
During the run back, we got a clip on the receiving team to be 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
What Weigand's got to do is stop running backwards. Great punt returners don't give up ground. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get some yardage, but there you go here. You got to get your head. See, if he put his head on the other side, that would not have been a clip.
Auburn backed up to its own 13, and here's where the LSU defense might make a difference. And Kevin, they're starting from the south end zone. That's the noisiest place in an extremely noisy stadium, and Reggie Slack wants to talk it over with Pat Dye and the coaching staff.
You need a blood test to get into the south end zone in this stadium, I think.
Or to get out. All right, Mickey Guidry warming up on the sideline.
He is not Tom Hodson, but he's a little bit more mobile. He'll run upfield. You notice Hodson doesn't run upfield. I'll tell you, it might be a pretty good changeup at this point for LSU. And it's not a demotion for Hodson. You must understand that. This happens every game. They change it up. This guy's quite a pretty good quarterback. We started for a lot of people. 10 of 11 on the year coming in to this game. Mickey Guidry.
No place like home, and that's what Auburn has already had 4 home games. This is the remainder of their schedule. They only have to play at Florida and Alabama, a game at a neutral site in Birmingham. So if Pat Dye is going to do anything with a home schedule, this is the year to do it.
Yeah, I would say so. Got to be sore.
Trying to get a little breather.
Yeah, got to be sore. I mean, he's taking a breather. It really is a remarkable performance from him. He doesn't say much. He just gets up and keeps winging him. He's a good guy, too. He's a good coach here. 10-1-1 last year and 2-2 this year. He's had some heartbreaking losses and had some problems with this team other than football. There's been some really tough emotional problems for a couple of kids on this team.
I thought they made a great choice when they picked Mike Archer here. Joseph in at tailback. And a good run by Joseph up to about the 18. Lowered a shoulder and drove. And we've only got 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. So Auburn, if they can hold on one more play, will be out of that south end zone area.
Yeah. Nice job by Hill. You're looking at him on that play. Again, he's strong enough, big enough at 245 to hold up the blocker, turn it inside. He's been doing it all night.
2nd and 5. Auburn leading 3-0. Trying to preserve that number 4 ranking in their undefeated status. Harris on the toss. Wrapped up by Sancho as he got to the 20-yard line. They'll mark it now at the 22. That's the end of the 3rd quarter from Baton Rouge.
What if I sleep hot?
Or cold?
Introducing the new Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Now temperature balancing, so you can sleep better together.
Can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable.
Can it help with snoring?
I've never heard snoring.
Exactly.
No problem. And done.
Will it help me keep up with Mom?
You've got this.
So you can really promise better sleep?
Not promise, prove. It's our weekend special with 0% interest for 48 months on all smart beds. Ends Monday.
Laser X, the #1 home laser tag game on the planet. And now, the all-new Revolution Blaster has the most advanced lighting effects ever. Join Team Red, Blue, or whatever color you choose. Just dial up any color and you're ready to blast anyone. Team up with your own color or go rogue and blast them all. Laser X Revolution has lighting effects covering the entire blaster. An all-new quick slide reload for fast-paced play. Plus a 300-foot range to hit your mark. That's the length of a football field. And because it's Laser X, Revolution works with all other Laser X gear, inside or out, day or night. With an unlimited number of players, the whole neighborhood can play. You can get the brand new Laser X Revolution double set with the TV exclusive stickers for $49.99. And shipping is free. Batteries not included. Extra blasters sold separately. Must be 18 years or older to order. The original, the ultimate, the Revolution, Laser X.
You'd like to sell your home now, but is that possible? Can the process be safe? Fortunately, the answer to these questions is yes. A MoveSafe certified agent from HomeLight has proven to sell homes fast, at a great price, and is certified to keeping your family safe. From things like providing virtual showings, digital closings, and following the most current health guidelines. Is your real estate agent MoveSafe certified? Find out today at HomeLight.com.
Scott? Mm-hmm. Did you possibly switch chairs with me?
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good luck finding your chair, LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
There's a line drive to left. This game is tied. Come on. Come on. Go in. Come on. Go in. Yes. Yes.
And we're back to MLB opening day here.
The Auburn defense on the sideline as we start the fourth quarter. They have done their job holding LSU scoreless. And LSU's played a whale of a game on defense, too, allowing only 3 points to a team that was averaging 500 yards in offense and 40 points a game coming in.
Big down here, Mike. Big down.
3rd and 2. Harris and Joseph are the running backs behind Reggie Slack. Joseph, first down, and a big tackle as he reached the 25-yard line. Hit very hard by Tony Houston, the free safety, but he couldn't stop him from reaching the chains.
That was a tremendous hit by Houston. You're looking at him, number 14. Here's why it worked. 2 tight ends. They get a hold of Sancho right away on the line of scrimmage. They move Sancho off and out. And there's nobody there until Houston can come in and make the tackle. That was just good offensive blocking, nose to nose by Auburn.
First down, Auburn at its own 25. Weighing in motion. Joseph. Same play, same result. About 4 to the 29-yard line. And a couple of players going at it as Sancho gets up off the ground. He was in it with Walter Reeves. Storyline, Baton Rouge, Auburn, 203 total yards, a team that averages 500. And LSU has been able to do nothing on the ground, and you can see what a tough time Tom Hodson has had with those 15 pressures and 3 blocks.
I said that 203 yards is meaningless, though. Only the 3 points. I mean, they've done a great job of containing their offense. They haven't stopped them completely, but they've contained them, and of course, Auburn has done even better.
And Reggie Slack has to use another Auburn timeout. That's 2 of the 3 they're allotted here in the second half. Timeout, 13:48 left, 3-0.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock-bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.
At Credible.com, we've helped thousands of people find great rates on their student loans. In 3 minutes, get actual pre-qualified rates from multiple lenders. Find low rates without hidden fees.
Visit Credible.com to see how much you could save.
Hey guy, welcome to HIMS.
Should have done it years ago, and I feel like the young stud that I always imagined I was.
Outstanding product. Works above and beyond our expectations.
Go to forhims.com/ED and get started with a free online visit.
Anyway, that's the control room. A lot of chaos there, but it all looks good when it comes out on the show, actually, thanks to those people. Then over here in the digital center is our highlight screening area. So that's where we get all the games that are played that night, down in a 90-second or 2-minute clips or whatever you're going to see on SportsCenter right now. This hallway, it runs between, both rooms. If you want to get from the control room to the screening, then this is the hallway you'd take. Questions or anything? I can answer whatever you want about the place. Nothing?
Give us the rivalry, the clean shave and the short porch, the beards and the green monster. Give us the catch and the pinstripes, the bloody sock and the pine tar helmets. Give us the Red Sox and the Yankees. Give us Sunday Night Baseball, Sunday at 7 on ESPN. Telecast presented by Taco Bell.
If you walk with a traditional cane, you could be causing crippling pain. Traditional canes force you to walk hunched over, head down, and unstable, which creates debilitating back, neck, and joint pain. Take your next step upright, secure, and with less pain with the Campbell Posture Cane, the ingenious walking cane that allows you to walk more upright, changing your line of sight so you look forward instead of down.
It gives me more support, and I don't have to worry about falling.
The secret is in the revolutionary Campbell handle that takes the pressure off your shoulder and wrist, placing you in a natural, pain-free position.
The Campbell Posture Cane works by supporting the strength of your body using biomechanical engineering to dramatically improve your posture and feel less pain.
The Campbell Posture Cane has given me my freedom back.
You can get your Campbell Posture Cane for the factory direct price of just $39.99. It comes with the Campbell Gold Medallion money-back guarantee. Call or go online to CampbellCane.com. That's CampbellCane.com.
This night belongs to defense. 13:48 to go in the game. 3-0 Auburn. They have the ball at their own 29-yard line, facing a 2nd and 6. Harris, the lone setback. Joseph, number 10, goes to a wing. Wagan in motion. Slack with a defender in his face for Freddie Wagan. Fine catch. He got it at the 50. 21-yard gain and a perfect throw.
What a play by Slack. James was coming, did a great job to slip the block. Watch number 70. Watch him slip this block. Get his hands up and Slack. What a pass. That was a great pass. And Young right out there. Young.
Yeah, it was. Right on top of Freddie Wagan.
That was just an incredible pass.
They'll mark it about a half-yard shy of the 50-yard line. Joseph and Strong, number 40, now the backs for Auburn. Joseph. Another 4 yards.
Last week LSU played in Florida. This is a look at the LSU players. Certainly defensively, they did not give up a touchdown in that game, but it was 100 degrees, and they admittedly ran out of gas. They don't have a whole lot of backups on this defense, and as you get down to inside 14 minutes, you're looking at time of possession. That means the LSU defense has been on the field almost 24 minutes. Could be a factor here, and you know Auburn's going to want to run the ball now and pound it towards the center of the defense.
2nd and 5. Harris. Wrapped up this time. Sancho got there. And tempers are getting a little short after about every other play. There's some pushing and shoving.
It's got to be. There's always frustration defensively when you play well. The offensive guys never really liked them. They were always short on their temper, and they couldn't take getting stuffed. Well, you've had a lot of that. You got a penalty here on Auburn, and they're going to go back. When defenses have success, it really does get temper short on the offense.
Well, see, you have a different perspective. You were one of those linebackers. Your neck kept getting compacted every week, so you didn't like offense.
No, but there's a difference. There's a difference between a defensive player gets meek when he gets beat for 40 points. But offensive players get aggravated because they get frustrated because they get a chance to talk it over before they do it. Then they snap the ball, and they get mad when it doesn't work.
That penalty makes it 3rd and 19. Slack deep sideline again, complete to Lawyer Tillman, first down. Keeps the drive alive. They mark it at the LSU 39. Slack likes that pattern.
Yeah, he does. You're right, Mike. He's thrown it all night. Now here's Hill. He bumps him, tries to get him off his pattern, and that's it. He's giving him up now. And this is where the play falls apart. You see, Cheatham never gets there. The deep help doesn't get there. Excuse me, Greg Jackson doesn't get there. The deep help doesn't get there, and Hill gave up a little bit too early, and Slack was right on target.
So Auburn converts a 3rd and 19 and has it at the LSU 39. They want the kill now, and incomplete. Excellent defensive play by Young on top of Freddie Wagan. And Young has had quite a night.
It was very close to interference, and Young gave him a little bit extra. There was no call. He's lucky. There is that taunting rule now. It looked to me like there may have been a minor taunt involved there.
I haven't seen that called all year long. I think it's a good rule. I don't know that it's being enforced very strictly. Mississippi over Alabama. And a great win for Ole Miss. Florida upset by Memphis State.
Alabama remembers Memphis State. They beat Alabama last year.
Georgia broke open a close game to beat Vandy this afternoon. 2nd and 10. Slack with plenty of time, throwing for Wagan again, incomplete. Young right in his face, and Young gives him another shake of the fist. And he's being called to the LSU sideline. They're telling him to cut it out.
Okay, it's not a good throw. I don't think it really had a chance to be caught. Watch Young roll this. They keep rolling it, guys. Watch Young when he gets up. All the way up. Take our word for it. He taunted.
Slack, 13 out of 28, 130 yards, 2 interceptions. 3rd and 10 here. 3-man rush, they'll drop 8. Dumps it over the middle, complete. He's got Taylor to the 20-yard line. Tony Houston knocked him down, but they're well within field goal range to extend the lead now.
Well, the difference, no pressure by LSU. Greg Taylor, 5'8", 166 pounds, against Eric Hill, 6'2", 245 pounds on the backside. You got 2 receivers here on the other side running people off, and that clears it out for a crossing pattern from Taylor on the other side. And now it's a foot race. Guys 166 always beat guys 245.
Danley just got back to the line of scrimmage, hammered by Hill as he got there.
Conceptually, that last play, the one we just showed, a great call. Great call. They had the right coverage, and they caught Hill in a man-to-man coverage situation on a little guy, and he just couldn't do it. Slack put the ball right on the nose.
LSU has to hope for a break here, I think, Kevin. They have not shown throughout the game that they can get a touchdown. The only thing I think they can hope for is get into field goal territory.
Well, they're running them from sideline to sideline, too, here, Mike. You're right, and I think they need to take a chance defensively. They're kind of a conservative defense. They got to come after it.
2nd and 10. Delay to Danley. Danley will get about 3. Phillips got a hand on him, and then Osbury pinned him. Along with, Rudy Harmon, number 58, was the man who made the stop. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long. Win Lyle has already kicked 1 field goal. As you look at Sancho.
See what he just did? He just called for a timeout. He was giving a timeout, so these guys are tired. Look at him. He didn't get off the ground right away. I mean, they're exhausted.
I don't blame them. They've played their hearts out, and their offense has not been able to keep them off the field at all.
Very, very tough emotionally, too. When you're down and they're driving, it'll make you more tired.
3rd and 8. Tillman in motion. Slack under pressure, drops it off, complete, but that'll be shy of a first down. Out of bounds at the 16 to Vincent Harris. and will bring up a 4th and about 5 definite field goal situation.
Yeah, here's 52. They got to try something. Remember what I said? Okay, they're blitzing. He's got contained. Good job there, and he's in Reggie's face, in his tummy, drags him down. He's the one that forced the pass, and now they got to go for the field goal.
Lyle has made 4 out of 5 this year, missed only from 38 yards. This is a 33-yard attempt. And he's got it. Lyle has provided all the scoring tonight. 2 field goals. And Auburn has taken a 6-0 lead over LSU. 10-12 to go in the game.
First rule of special ops: be aware of your surroundings. Complete visual clarity, because survival, safety, and success depend on it. These special optics give you the power to see all your surroundings. They're HD vision, special ops. Most sunglasses just make things darker, and in a tactical situation, that can be deadly.
Inspired by the needs of our men and women in uniform, Special Ops lets you do things normal sunglasses just can't do. You see your surroundings in high definition, with color, contrast, and clarity so sharp you'll never want to be without them.
And HD Vision Special Ops reduce glare without darkening your view.
Same polycarbonate material used in military aircraft. A high-performance design ideal for active lifestyles. Special Ops offer UV protection, are scratch-resistant, and can survive the harshest conditions.
Because no matter where you are or what you do, seeing clearly can save your life.
Or give you a tactical advantage even in low-light conditions.
It's just the clarity of everything around you. It's like it brightens everything up.
As far as looking across the field, you can see things very clearly, which is extremely nice and very important.
The lenses are so clear, it's like there's nothing there. Everything just pops.
Tactical glasses with similar technology can cost $200 or more. But with this exclusive TV offer, you can get HD Vision Special Ops for $19.99. When you order now, you'll also get our HD Vision Night Ops glasses absolutely free. Perfect for driving at night. HD Vision Night Ops enhance color, clarity, and cut the glare of oncoming headlights. You get the HD Vision Special Ops sunglasses and our Night Ops with professional-grade optics for an unbeatable low price. Both paired for just $19.99.
Don't wait. Get your Special Ops today.
To order, call 1-800-641-5861. That's 1-800-641-5861, or you can go online at hdspecialops.com. Don't delay, call or click today.
There's a line drive to left. This game is tied. Come on. Come on. Go in. Come on. Go in. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And we're back to MLB opening day here.
LSU's defense on the sideline just hoping the offense can finally get some momentum going. They're down 6-0 after giving up 2 field goals. Chris Johnson to kick off. Slip Watkins waits at the 1. They could use a big return, and they won't get it. Watkins to the 16-yard line, planted there. This was the first scoring drive for Auburn. It happened in the second quarter, a 44-yard drive, that's all. And Lyle kicked a 41-yard field goal. Then we turn around in the fourth quarter, and Lyle, after a 71-yard drive, kicks a 33-yard field goal. As far as LSU's offense in the last 2 weeks, they have 2 field goals, and that's it. And Mickey Guidry has committed the quarterback spot. Remember, he is more mobile than Hodson, and Hodson has been chased all night long. Guidry usually plays 1 series each half. Back to throw, drops it, and so dropped it off, and the receiver dropped it. That's Fuller. Had it at the 21. Flags come down late in the secondary. And penalties have hurt both teams. Let's see what this one is. LSU indicating it is against Auburn. I don't know what this could be.
After the play, dead ball, late hit, personal foul, defensive secondary, be first down.
Well, that's just a bad play. It's a mental mistake to do something like that.
I never
give
saw
up 15
it.
yards. I didn't either.
I never saw it. Okay, Mickey Guidry. Defense on the corners becomes more important. Quarterback draw is a viable play. Hodson is taller, not as sturdy. Guidry's quick, and he's a good quarterback.
Guidry 1 out of 2 for 5 yards. He's only had 2 incompletions this year. Toss to Fuller, flag is down, now stop the play, and I can bet you it's another illegal procedure penalty against LSU.
Ball, movement in the offensive line before the snap, false start.
And Mike Archer with the perfect reaction to that.
I'll bet you anything it's the center, and I'll bet you anything the Auburn people told the referee before the game that somebody does something. They picked it up off of film. I've seen this before, and he's moving the ball or doing something, and they're just calling him. You would think he would stop.
Yeah, you would.
Whoever it is.
LSU gives back 5 yards of that penalty yardage that they picked up. Guidry here, they want to fake an end around to Moss, and then they'll screen back to the other side to Fuller. That's a great play. Fuller up to the 40-yard line. First down, LSU. Excuse me, he'll be shy of the first down. It was a 1st and 15. What a beautifully designed play.
Question, you know what they did? They turned their aggressiveness against it. Watch the left side of your screen and see if they don't go to the left side. See that? They go for that fake. Where's the pressure? A little bit, and now Fuller makes a great move inside here. Not really, doesn't get a block, and he's headed upfield, not quite to a first down. You're right, Mike. Very well designed, but where was all that pressure they've been getting all night?
Exactly. 2nd and 2. They have to keep this drive alive. Fuller slipped under a tackle, picked up a yard, and it will be 3rd and 1. Tracy Rocker got into the backfield in a hurry. Some scores. UCLA has beaten Oregon State. That game was close early. Wake Forest over North Carolina. They've salted that one away. Northwestern has come back to tie Minnesota now. That at the half. TCU over Rice also at the half.
Yeah, if they're going to use Fuller, they should run the ball straight ahead. I would not use him to try to go outside at all. He's not quick enough to beat this defensive line.
8:39 and counting. Egloff, number 36, is in there. And we've got motion again. And that was Darrell Williams, number 32, who jumped before the snap. That'll cost him 5.
They both did. So the right side of the offensive line jumped too, Mike. I think they jumped before Darrell Williams did.
I'll bet you when they get back to practice next week, Mike Archer is going to have them standing there waiting on snap counts.
Okay, now Williams can get set again. See, Williams would not necessarily have been a penalty, or he could have gone in motion. It would have been a penalty. But as soon as the line makes contact and goes forward, then it's an illegal procedure call. I don't know why.
Nine penalties against LSU for 76 yards.
All right, remember the tight end, flood patterns, all that type of thing.
3rd and 6. Moss in motion. And Guidry falls down. That's the 2nd time an LSU quarterback has taken the snap from center and gone straight back on his can. Hodson did it in the first half. And they lose an opportunity to keep the drive moving.
All right, this just shouldn't happen. You see, he actually fell. Look at the shoes he's got on. He's got those screw-in cleats. He might have caught the back cleat. But that happened to Hodson exactly the same way.
Bourgeois to punt again. Low line drive this time. Weigand might have a chance to return it, but it was kicked away from him. It goes out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So Auburn with 7:39 left after a 44-yard kick. Joseph at the tailback, he'll get the ball. Running very, very hard. Gets across the 25 to 28. Carl Dunbar finally brought him down.
I'll tell you why I think it's real important here for LSU to force a punt. I think they can block a punt. I think they've been close all night, and at this point, the way their offense is playing, it's the only chance they have. They haven't had a punt block on, but their center guy has come very close about 3 times if he had really been coming or had some help. So if they can stop him, they may be able to put a punt block on and turn this into something.
Well, they have to stop them now, down by 6-0. They can't give up any more points. Harris, the fullback. Hill has a hold of him. Hit first by Clint James, number 70.
Boy, this Hill's a nice player, isn't he? All right, Eric Hill, he was hurt last year quite a bit. Gets his hands on the blocker. Good night, gets rid of Reeves, and then, well, that's got to be an ugly moment for a running back when you think about it.
You got to look at that 5'4" up close.
When I played, I used to get the running back in the chest, but he didn't stop.
Third down, 3 yards to go. Slack to throw. Again, a 3-man rush. Again, time to throw. That may have been tipped a little bit, and it was behind Greg Taylor. And right out there with him was Hill, 254 pounds, and he's out covering little scatbacks.
And doing a good job of it.
Yes, he is.
Let's see if they don't try to block this thing.
It was tipped by Clint James, the defensive lineman. Now the opportunity maybe for the punt block. They've got a 9-man front, and LSU will take a timeout. And the coaching staff is saying, why are we taking a timeout? But they've got one anyway. With 6:17 left in the game, Auburn leads it by 6.
Introducing Wendy's new Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Nothing will distract you from the pretzel bun and beer cheese. Not even all the comments on the pic you posted of your Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Download the app to order ahead and get Wendy's rewards.
Let's remember this time where none of us felt secure and fight for a future where everyone can. Because when the world seems like it's standing still, that's the perfect time for us to change it.
You know how these things start. You try Wendy's buy one, get one $4 breakfast offer. Love it and tell a friend. Then they tell a friend, and so on and so on and so on. So get to Wendy's and get some breakfast.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way.
On to slide 236, which covers line 45. We were at 62%, and then
you did this and this for less with store-wide Labor Day savings and free delivery. The Home Depot is making do it even more affordable. So the only question now is, what could you do next? The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or aircraft. It's the will to fight and determination to win found inside every Marine. Battles won.
A lot of internet providers say they're great, but only Cox Internet is #1 for streaming video according to Nielsen data. Families can stream their favorite shows, chat over video, and watch live casts. From your man cave to your she den and every room in between. With panoramic Wi-Fi, you're covered. Stream, chat, and stay connected with Cox Internet, #1 for streaming video.
At Emirates, we are proud that our promise is to provide a better flying experience to all our customers.
But today, fly better does not just mean showers and bars above the clouds, as well as wonderful in-flight service.
As routes slowly open up and our
17 left in the game. Auburn with 2 field goals leading LSU. Auburn 4th and 3 from its own 29-yard line. Let's see if LSU comes after the punt.
But if they don't, I don't know what they're thinking about.
The offense has not been able to move the ball at all. They don't get there. Young and Jackson deep, and Jackson calls for the fair catch, makes it to his 24. 46-yard punt, and that LSU offense, which has not shown any ability to move the ball on Auburn, has 74 yards to go and 6:07 to do it. In 11 possessions, they have crossed midfield just once, and a clipping penalty took them out of field goal range on that one.
Oh, they've got Hodson back in, and we talked about the fact he lost Wendell Davis last year, and Raji McGee are both gone. His receivers are very short players, and he's had trouble seeing them this year. Let's see if he can find them now.
Maybe his last chance. Hodson on a timing pattern, dropped by Alvin Lee at the 43-yard line. And a beautifully thrown ball by Hodson.
Intermediate route. Lee is open. The ball is there. See, it's a deep zone underneath. Just drops it. That's tough. When you look at Tommy Hodson's statistics, those things really aren't reflected.
He's had a couple of drops. Most of the rest of the night, he's had Auburn players draped all over him when he threw the ball. Second and 10. Hodson over the middle, caught by Moss. Moss to the 43, first down, LSU. Shan Morris made the tackle, 19-yard gain.
And I'll tell you what, Hodson was looking, I mean, he was an inch from getting demolished by Rocker. Look at 74. He hung right in there and made the catch. Rocker was nice to him. He didn't hit him, and right in the chest. Now, Hodson, this is where Hodson will make his fame. Good run there by Moss. He was a step away.
5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. Hodson over the middle again, tipped, incomplete, off the hands of Willie Williams, tight end. LSU, by our count, has dropped 6 passes tonight. And that's what people forget when they look at the box score in the morning.
Well, you know, Hodson's credentials, I don't think should ever be doubted after you watch the guy play a year. But if you go, a guy that plays under this kind of pressure and gets the beating he does, by the 7th or 8th game, he's not going to be the same player he was when he started.
He'll have a choice next year whether to come back for his final year of eligibility. Forced out of the pocket. Throws complete to Williams. The big tight end has the first down at the Auburn 45. Greg Staples made the tackle. 12-yard gain.
But Hodson's saying, I'm going to throw it to him. He's talking to these guys downfield on this play. He's pointing at him. He said, Willie, it's to you, Willie. And then he throws the ball right in the guy's chest.
And you darn well better catch it.
Yeah. Here it comes.
Williams has caught 5 passes tonight for 57 yards coming into the game. He had caught 1. Hodson getting some decent protection, floats it for Fuller, and it's overthrown at the 20.
Oh, you got to sell out on that play. If I'm Fuller, hey, you got to go for it. That ball may be overthrown, but you got to go for it. He's lofting it out there. This is a good play. It's a nice pass, but watch Fuller. Let it go. Dive. You got to go. Boy, that was close. Old Hodson, he knew he had it there. They got Fuller out of the game, and they put Slip Watkins back.
Second and 10. Straight 4-man rush again, and time for Hodson. Dumps it short, complete to the 41. That'll be a gain of only 4 yards. And he threw it to Alvin Lee.
Keeps him honest, Mike. Keeps him honest. You know, there's time left in this game. Still 4:40 left. Complete that thing over the middle so the linebackers can't get too deep when they drop.
If LSU doesn't make it on 3rd down, you have the feeling they'll have to go for it. They only have 1 timeout left, and Auburn might be able to run out most of the clock if they give it up.
Right. They've got field position too. And by the way, the offensive line for LSU is doing a better job here now.
Play clock is running out. There's only 2 seconds left, and they'll have to use the last timeout to avoid a 5-yard penalty.
Now, needless to say, that's not where they wanted their timeout.
4:13 left in the game. Undefeated 4th-ranked Auburn hanging on to
If you do what feels right, then own your style. Philips One Blade, your style made simple. There's always a way to make life better. Philips.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can take away so much. But today, there's a combination of 2 immunotherapies you can take first. One that could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread and that tests positive for PD-L1 and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It's the first and only approved chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works together in different ways to harness the power of the immune system. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more days, more nights, more beautiful weekends, more ugly sweaters, more big hugs, more small outings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work. This may happen during or after treatment is ended and can become serious and lead to death. Some of these problems may happen more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. See your doctor right away if you have a new or worse cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, extreme tiredness, weight changes, constipation, excessive thirst, changes in urine or eyesight, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing, fever, or tingling in hands and feet. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant or lung, breathing, or liver problems. Here's to a chance for more together time, a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all involved in our clinical trials.
Listen up. Come on, get in here. Let's go. I'm dying, man. Love will keep us together. Stay to me, darling, whenever. All those guys come hanging around.
Auburn leading by 6, but LSU driving. They're at the Auburn 41, 3rd and 5.
Got to be 2 down territory, you call this, Mike.
Lee and Moss go to the far side. Unloads and it's complete. Moss gets it down to the 21-yard line. Shan Morris had to make the tackle, a gain of 20, and Hodson is showing his class in this drive.
Boy, he sure has. He's shown it the whole game, Mike, even though his stats weren't any good. Here's his tight end, Williams, who thinks he's going out on a pass pattern. You can forget that. He's got people all over him. But Hodson and the offensive line did a great job here. They created a pocket. Look at Hodson. As it starts to break down, he runs just far enough and then bang, right in the chest to Moss, and that's a great play.
3:45 left in the game. First down, LSU. Hodson fakes the draw. Pump fakes. Throws over the middle. Fuller dropped the ball. Holy cow, he had a touchdown. And Hodson is heartbroken.
And Mike Archer, too. Did you see Mike Archer?
Holy cow. What a great pump fake. And then he drilled him.
That shot of Archer was great. And the second shot of Archer, clapping his hands, saying, okay, let's get right back at it. Oh, here it is. Pump fake. Look at the offensive line. What a job they're doing now. And Fuller, kind of a tough catch. Those pads keep you from getting your hands up. He should have got it. He should have got it. Here's Archer. Oh, he wants this one. You can tell.
Back to live action. Hodson, pump fake again. Now he's trying to run out of trouble. Got inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Ogletree caught him from behind.
How strong is Ogletree?
Strong.
He got his hangnail caught in his shoulder pads and dragged him down there, no problem. 6'2", 226. Boy, Fuller, I'll tell you, you got one more. You got 79,000 plus, and Fuller rooting for a touchdown now, but good.
This is LSU's deepest penetration of the ball game. They haven't given up on each other.
Still in the game, too. That says a lot. Says a lot for how Archer treats his players.
3rd and 9. They rush 5 this time. Hodson's got to unload and does, and he throws it wide for Moss. Cheatham was the closest defender, and it comes down to this, 4th and 9. LSU has no timeouts left. If they give up the ball, they may not get it back.
Talk about timeouts now. You say, well, how important were they? With 2:45 left, if you had 3 timeouts, you might consider a field goal here. No way you consider a field goal now. 1 loss and 1 tie would maybe keep you in the Southeast Conference race. 2 losses won't. They don't have their timeouts. Big problem.
LSU has gone without a touchdown nearly 2 full games now. They desperately need one here. 3 wide receivers.
Tony Moss is the guy. That's the guy I'd be looking for.
Hodson back to throw under pressure. Has his tight end Halliburton. Can he get the first down? He can. The drive stays alive at the Willie Williams. Oh man, what a play.
Halliburton's 225 pounds. Williams is 249 pounds. And I'll tell you, that 24 pounds may have made the difference here. Great pass by Hodson. And here's your 24 pounds. He needs 2 yards. And that's how he got it. Mike Archer. Is it a first down? Yeah, it is a first down. LSU driving.
And the scoreboard shows, or we are told officially, LSU still has 1 timeout left. Hodson to throw over the middle. Incomplete, out of bounds was Fuller. Oh, that was close.
He's having a rough night.
One official looked at the other and waited for him to make the call. Boy, Fuller's going to have nightmares about this.
What a throw this is. What a throw through this defense. Watch the flight of this ball and see if there's not an Auburn player that's an inch from this ball. Right through the 2 defenders. Fuller trying his best to keep his heels in. Can't do it.
And from that angle you can't tell. Maybe you can from this.
Top of the screen.
His right foot is on the line and that's out of bounds. Hodson again. Got time. And throws incomplete, trying for the end zone again. He had Lee at the corner, covered by Shan Morse. This will bring up 3rd down.
That time wants holding. Offensive line's done a remarkable job here. Down the stretch, you would think they're tired. They've been beating these guys off the whole night. Auburn has been pounded on this offensive line, doing a great job, but in this drive, we've not really heard much from the pressure.
And
Crossing pattern
has done a remarkable job.
Here's what you got to look for. You look for a crossing pattern. Your wide receiver, try to get him across the field one-on-one on a defensive back and let him outrun him. And then you need time. Here he comes underneath.
6-man rush. Still he has time. Looking back the other way. Unloads. Incomplete. Intended for Halliburton.
And Alvin Lee was wide open underneath. Watch Alvin Lee. Watch number 26. He's lined up on the right side trying to run a crossing pattern. Top right of your screen. Watch Alvin Lee, 26, come underneath. Right there. He's wide open, but Hodson is rolling right. Now look at him. Look at him in the end zone. The middle left of your screen. Hodson never sees him. But he'll come back 4th down and he'll tell Tommy about that.
This will decide it. 1:47 left. LSU 4th and 10 from the Auburn 11.
Williams and Moss. That's what I would think.
And Auburn will use a timeout.
Smart timeout there. Smart timeout. Talk it over defensively. Really doesn't hurt you. This is the game. Talk it over. Decide what you want to do. Go back and say, who do you think it's going to be? Make sure you got the thing covered. That's a very smart timeout. Defensively, you don't usually see a timeout there.
Last couple of passes, they have come with 5 or 6 men on the rush and have forced Hodson out of the pocket. But Hodson has had the presence of mind and the ability to get rid of the football, and LSU will have the opportunity to decide what they may try to go with.
Let's remember this time where none of us felt secure and fight for a future where everyone can. Because when the world seems like it's standing still, that's the perfect time for us to change it.
Tonight's the night for delicious tortilla bowls with flat bottoms. Easy to fill, easy to eat. Only from Old El Paso.
This football season, buy 3 participating items and save $20 off Fanatics gear at WeAreTailgateNation.com.
You did this and this for less with store-wide Labor Day savings and free delivery. The Home Depot is making do it even more affordable. So the only question now is, what could you do next? The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or aircraft. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside every Marine. Battles won.
A lot of internet providers say they're great, But only Cox Internet is #1 for
So
streaming
we'll look at
video
part of the
according to
capacity
Nielsen
house here
data.
at Tiger
Families
Stadium
can
in
stream their
Baton
favorite
Rouge.
shows,
And time now to
chat
go
over
down to the
video,
sideline
and
and
watch
visit with the
live
third
casts.
member of our
From your
broadcast
man
team,
cave to
Holly
your
Rose.
shoe
She's
den
got
and
more about the
everyone in
Auburn
between.
Tigers and how
With
they got here
panoramic
today.
Wi-Fi,
Well,
you're
Ron, that's
covered.
right. There is
Stream,
still a
chat,
lack of
and
hotel
stay
space here in
connected
Baton
with
Rouge
Cox
due to
Internet.
Hurricanes Katrina
#1
and
for
Rita.
streaming video.
And so Auburn has talked to a couple of other opponents who got here, Florida and Tennessee. They decided to arrive
We are
just
proud
several
that
hours
our
before
promise
the
is to
game.
provide a better flying experience to all our customers.
But today, fly better does not just mean showers and bars above the clouds, as well as wonderful in-flight service.
As routes slowly open up and our fleet takes to the skies again, our #1 priority is the safety of both our customers and staff.
And to make sure that every precaution is taken when we fly you back to your loved ones or on your well-deserved vacation. Fly Emirates, fly better.
Here's the misery index, and that misery index could be wiped out totally in one play.
That's a very good point, Mike. And the wasted timeouts, that's our perception. We feel that those 2 timeouts they took, the one on the punt, of course, we think was a wasted timeout, and then they had some problems before.
4th down, 10 yards to go. 1:47 to go in the game. LSU wins or loses on this play, it would appear. Dropped the touchdown pass, been out of bounds on another one, and caught this. The extra point from Brown Dyke to take the lead. And it's good.
They never covered this guy the entire 4th quarter, and he finally caught it. This says a lot for the LSU team, says a lot for Tommy Hodson, pulling the trigger to this guy so many times. Standing in there, the pressure finally got to him, and Eddie's only 5'10". He was going to get up for this, but this says a lot for Mike Archer, leaving that kid in the game.
Yes, it does.
And going back to him and going back to him. You got to give this man credit. You got to give this team credit. I'll tell you, they were down offensively the entire game.
And you know what Fuller's saying? Please let me catch this ball. And Tommy Hodson, he's been flat on his face most of the game, and he has just hung in there. And on this drive, he took a team that had done nothing on offense, took them down the field 74 yards, and got him a touchdown with 1:41 left.
And I got to tell you something about an offensive line, too. Norwood, Rodriguez, Coutin, Ubik, Hacknet. Unbelievable job by the offensive line. They never even got close to Hodson when it was important. The last play, they almost got him. There's Tracy Rocker, and he knows it. Great job by that offensive line. When they had to do it, they did it. And I'll tell you, we talk about home field advantage. Don't you believe it didn't mean a lot to have 80,000 people screaming for him late in the game here.
But it's not over. 1:41 left. Right at the 10. He can fly. Flattened at the 35-yard line. Auburn does not have a timeout left. Greg Jackson down to make the saving tackle. No timeouts for Auburn. 1:36 to go in the game.
What a job by this defense, too. And really an Auburn's defense, but when you think about this defense that held this team down to keep it close, to keep their offense in the game, now they've really got to play.
Slack, all he needs to do is get within field goal territory to Taylor. Taylor to the 44, a gain of 9. The clock will not stop unless it's a first down, and then momentarily while they move the chains, it's running, and you can see it in the bottom right-hand part of your screen.
This is tough for LSU. They are not a big pressure team.
They stay with a 3-man rush. Slack got away and throws it down. Not a soul in a white shirt was within 10 yards, and a flag finally goes down. Let's see how they'll call it. Carl was in there late, and that looked like it was grounding.
It's a very bad judgment. That's a very bad judgment if that's the call on Slack's part. He did not have to do that.
And it is intentional grounding. That's loss of down.
Yeah, we talked about the difference between playing on the road against a screaming crowd and having a 40-point lead, and there it is right there. If he throws that ball high and out of bounds, the young quarterback, great player, but if he throws that high and out of bounds, there's no call. He ditched it, and he got called for it.
It's loss of down and yardage, so it's 3rd and 19. Desperation time for Slack. He can run. 39-yard line. It'll be shy of the first down, bring up 4th and 6, and the clock continues to tick. 53 seconds left.
Again, he needed to get out of bounds, Mike. It never occurred to him.
And the officials taking a timeout. There is an injured player, an LSU player, and that is a break for Auburn. They have a chance to call a play while the LSU player is being attended to.
Well, 2 or 3 plays, you would think.
Yeah. Benji Rowland, the nose man for Auburn, hoping his offense can come back. What a game this has been.
I'll tell you what one of the turning points of this game, we talked about lack of pressure on that last drive. Auburn went into kind of a prevent defense. They didn't send a lot of people. They counted on those 3 people, and they went back to a zone against Hodson, and Hodson took advantage. As soon as he had time, you could see how well he could throw the ball, and I think that was a major difference. When Hatai decided to play semi-prevent there, they'd opened up some passing lanes, and Hodson was able to get the offense going.
Well, there were some people, the fringe element, I guess you'd call it, that were talking, saying they wanted Hodson out of there. That was Darrell Phillips, the injured player. This is 4th and 6. Get back to Hodson in a second. Slack over the middle, had a man open, incomplete. Lawyer Tillman couldn't get it. And LSU takes over on downs. Look at Sancho. They've got to get off the field. They would be called for a delay. Not that it matters much with 43 seconds left.
This is a pass that, had it been on the mark, it would have been a first down and more. Tillman wide open in the middle of a deep zone, in the hole, left side of your screen. This ball's just overthrown just a bit. Tillman can jump. He can't jump that far. That shot of Sancho has played a whale of a game.
Hodson will have the honors at quarterback. Just goes down to one knee. And as we said, there were people, the fringe element, who were calling for Hodson's removal. Here's a Heisman Trophy candidate that didn't have much protection in Florida, was hassled all day. And Tommy Hodson showed him tonight what kind of quarterback he is.
Great player. And the defense, Mike. The defense. I mean, this is a defense that kept going back on the field when their offense had 45 yards in the first half, when they couldn't move in the 3rd quarter. And then they come out in the 4th quarter, they do their job, and the offense finally clicked and made it work. Great job. And the Auburn defense, a great job. Just a great job.
Hodson will take the last snap. Go to the knee, and it's over. LSU had not scored a touchdown in 8 quarters. They got it when they had to have it, and another unbeaten team goes down to defeat. A crushing loss for Auburn, a great win for LSU.